Hello and welcome to another map review. We are going to be looking at this one. It's called Watts Farm. It is a newish map. It's a beta version, I believe. So this is kind of a first look as well. The map in question is one that is seasons compatible. So we will also try it with seasons. So I understand map. I will jump straight in and we'll pull up the console. So as we've done with a couple of other seasons based maps, this is listed actually as a fully compatible map, so it should support the full range of seasons features. We're going to look at the map and then we'll see what it looks like in the different seasons. So we understand that this is a beta map as well, so things may be not quite there yet. So let's just get flight mode enabled. It's now course play to do its thing. We're in spring, so seasons is running. So here we are. Obviously we're in spring and seasons likes to start as dark. I'm just going to lighten things up by advancing some time. Oh, a nice little windmill there. Usually about 7 AM is quite bright. So this is the map. As you can see, not a huge sort of map. We have our farm in the middle, a bunch of fields, a couple of little towns and stuff, and we've got mountains all around. We are up here by field 5. We've got standard fruit types, and we only have, let's see, oops, what did that? Fields 2, 7 and 14 are the ones we start with. There are a total of 14 fields on this map. I'm intrigued which field number this one is. 13, not numbered. So those are the starting fields. We've got a bit of a potentially a logging forestry area over here, and we've got various fields. They're all relatively square, so rectangular, as it were, fields. So there's no kind of odd shapes, but there doesn't appear to be huge, vast expanses of fields. Let's take a look at some of the other things. We have a total of 8 sale points. Standard fruit type sales, nothing out of the ordinary in there. And let's take a look. No animals to start with, we just have the basics. And stats, we have 100,000 storage capacity in a silo on the farm. So of course you can tip if you want, however not recommended for multiplayer. So here we are, this is springtime. Let's take a quick look around where we are. So nice little house next to pretty much a cliff. This is I'd say this is kind of a farm, but it's not, is it? No. So let's see where we are. So we are here, and there's some buildings down here, so and that we can see. Nice little windmill there, and there's a kind of road that goes off. Well, that's where the pigs are. Oops, I was going to fall then. This is the farmyard. Various sort of brick buildings. This is actually kind of nice looking. We've got all of our equipment over here. We'll take a look at that in a second. let's do that now actually. So starting equipment wise, we have a New Holland 8340, a T6 New Holland, a Stoll front loader and attachment, sorry, and we have a TC5.90 combine with a 6R980CF 6R corn header, and we have a Rarish Feed 18-foot normal header as well. We've got a Farm Tech TDK 1600, a Coolimer L300 cultivator, and we've got a Biomaster 153 plough. We've got a Vernland Accord DL seeder. This is you need to cultivate before you use this one. We have an Amazon UF 1201 sprayer. We have a Pottinger 301 ED and a Pottinger Euroboss 330T forage trailer. And finally, we have a Lizard pickup truck. So that's our starting equipment. There we go. It's a very nice farmhouse. Although we've got a US flag flying, it almost feels European. So we have here kind of a nice little farmyard. We've got all our buildings kind of labelled up. These are sort of storage, but there could also be tip storage as well. We have some sheds. This is a silo, and open those up by holding. There's nice closed-in sheds. We've got anything else in here. We've got nice windows in the top, and everything else. Various ones of these. I don't think we'll open them all up. We'll just open up a selection. We'll have a look inside. Quite nice. They're really nice sort of buildings actually. They look good. Now there is one over here. There's just solar panels on the top. And the storage. We've got, I guess, something in here. Right through storage here actually. Quite good. Not space there, but you could probably drive something in. Nice little garage. The house the house looks very European actually. Very kind of not really that much in the sense of an American style. Obviously that barn is American style. We've got seeds, fertilizer there. For them on the farm. We have our cow pasture just there. Let's take a look. Slurry and manure. Looks like a standard cow shed. TMR and grass can go in here, and straw. We have the animal load point is here. And what did I see? There's a grass point there as well, so you can put grass down. I see a little pond. There is the water, and the water's over here on this far side. It's a nice little cow pasture. Next door to it is the sheep. There's also, the barn for sale of straw and hay, and although they're kind of on the farm, they are actually a little bit away from things, but they are close by. So the sheep and the cows are there. Pigs, I think, are just up at the top. We'll look at those in a minute. Little sheep pasture, got a bit of a watering hole situation going on here. You can swim in that. Feeding troughs here for grass and water. Wool spawn point here. And guessing the load point is here. So it's basic, straightforward, simple sheep location. And we're still pretty much on the farm here. That's the sheep down here. Let's just pop up to the pigs, which is just here. You can get to it through this sort of arrangement. We're just going to jump to it here. So this is the low point. There's a pigsty here, quite straightforward. We've got pig food location there. We have a little silo here, or pig food. And well, actually no, straw. So that would be pig food. Storage. So we've got a feeding trough there. I'd actually probably raise this wooden bit up, but anyway. I'm guessing you drop the straw into the thing somewhere else. Yeah, this is where you load the straw. That's a storage for the straw. I kind of prefer that as a pig food storage, but anyway. We don't have a pig food mixer on the farm. This would actually be a really good spot for one. So that's that. Okay, so we've kind of covered this area down here, and this is all of the main farm sort of stuff. Let's go and check out the biogas plant. Clean biogas, standard thing. We have, yeah. Okay, we have silage clamps there. We have a digestate there. There's a weighbridge on the way in. We have an above ground silo king here. And that's pretty much it. There's quite a lot of space in this biogas plant, actually. There's a lot of space back here, for instance. Drop a fermenter down, or you could maybe put down a digestate separator or something. Definitely there's a lot of space here. Let's go to the Denton Bakery. So we have the Denton Bakery. This is a kind of gold crest model, but it's fine. Kind of works. Sell point, standard drop off. There you go. Nice brick walls. These are quite, actually quite a good brick wall actually. We have, weirdly enough, oh, there's a store. One of our pieces of equipment is here, the plough. In fact, store is here. Maintenance shop there to do customization. Gas station next door. There we go. We've got various sort of fields close by too. Everything seems fairly close by. It's good. So we've done the bakery, we've done the gas station, we've done the shop. Let's head over to, what's this one? The spinnery. So this is, the spinnery is here. Nice big open space for us to drive into. We have a sale point here as well. Drive through, sale point. Boom, drop it off here, make some dosh, as it were. Sale point for wool over there. We can see the farm over in the distance, and we're literally, that's the other side of the map. So we've got no other stuff here actually. Let's check out the sawmill. Here we have the sawmill standard thing. We've got a little water pond over here. You can drop stuff in for the wood. I'm guessing you do it over there actually. Whoa, this is deep. The water here we can actually go in. Yes, the sell point for wood over here. Don't think this is necessarily a sell point in the water, so a drop off point. We have a wood drop off point here to sell. Some boards on there. We have, interesting, we actually have a sage work here. Field on logs gives you wood chips and boards out. That's intriguing. Notice that little wood or part. There's no part handler on there, so you're going to lift them off yourself. But that's a little bit of mini production. Do we have wood chips? Yes, wood chip cell over here. This is kind of a little bit broken. That sort of marker's a bit above ground, but that's fine. And yeah, so we've got that here. So there we have most of the things on the map. Let's kind of head over into the middle. Actually, let's grab a vehicle first. Let's grab a tractor. And let's take a look at the horseplay and have a look at our field sizes. So first one, field 2, that is 0.54 hectares. It's not very big. The field 7 is 0.23 hectares, and field 14 is 0.41. Bear in mind, this is a small map, so all the fields are small. So that's actually, they're good sized fields for this map. And sort of expand that out. Let's look at field 8. This is 1.58. That's the kind of biggest field on this map. We've got 6, which is close by to the farm. That is 0.1. That's 1.59 as well. Oh, I wonder what that was on my screen then. I had this blue line straight through the middle of the screen, and it was actually that. Can be worried there for a moment. And let's go 3. 3 is a 1.59 as well. Okay, let's take a look at how the map looks with seasons. So let's get in the air, take a look from the sky. By the way, when we're up here, we can actually have a look at the countryside too. Got various bits of forestry on the map. There's a kind of dedicated forestry area, but then there is kind of little clumps of pine trees all over. So we can clear stuff out if you so desire. Field wise and field shape, if you kind of look as we get up high, we have a waterfall over there and a nice little lake. We have got various fields, shapes and sizes. The edges are pretty straightforward in the sense that we don't have any massive need for huge headlands. They're all square fields, and we've got workable space around. The roads, everything's surrounded by a road. There's no traffic on this map, so you don't need to worry really. It's quite a straightforward sort of map. Just kind of lower ourselves a bit. Bring a bit closer to the ground for this. So as you can see, it's springtime. The kind of deciduous trees are kind of a light green shade. And let's see what's the best angle we can add. This is a good angle. So let's bring up the console and let's check the weather. Sorry, set the weather. So let's move to summer. So you can see there is no summer visual season, which is weird. Okay, let's have a look at autumn. So we have autumn. So we don't have summer, but we do have autumn. The trees are replaced. They've gone kind of brown. So it's kind of lost. They're losing their leaves. Obviously, the pine trees have all and the spruces have all stayed the same. So, let's go to winter. So we have a winter shade. Trees have lost their leaves, the deciduous trees, and we are kind of set like that. That's cool. So we don't seem to have a summer texture. We'll just double check that. No, doesn't appear to be a summer texture. So let's see what we are like with snow. So we've added a layer, and that seems to have been drawn. That's a single layer of snow. As what I will do is let's drop out and kind of go down a little bit and see what it looks like closer. The roads are kind of cleared. We've got a little bit of snow on the ground. Essentially one layer of snow so far. The little cliff bit here has got snow. It's kind of got snow on it. It's kind of fallen down. You can see the ground underneath. You've got snow on the actual surrounding sort of cliff mountain areas as well. That's actually kind of cool. Let's have a look inside the building. So this is a bit of an acid test here. Does the snow fall inside the buildings? So yes and no. So these it kind of has. These a little bit in spots. Let's have a look at going here. So there's a little bits and pieces inside the buildings, a little bits. In here, yes, it's gone in, but you can kind of forgive it a little bit because it is an open building, so in theory the wind would take it in and you'd actually get snow collection in these kind of places. Here, maybe not so much. So that's one layer of snow. Obviously you've got multiple layers, so let's just kind of get up in the air a little bit and let's see what another layer of snow looks like. We've added a second layer. It doesn't seem to have changed much. Let's add another layer. It does appear to have got a little bit thicker. Yeah, it's starting to get thicker. You can see it on the wheels. There was some bits of grass poking out earlier. Let's add a final layer. It's kind of the final layer. It's actually, you can see it's quite a bit deeper on the equipment now, and the thing. So you've got quite a lot of snow gone down. If we go out onto the kind of the fields, now there's a lot more snow kind of piled up there. We can't see any stubble now on the fields. There's a definite kind of raised edge around the roads. Little bits of blocked bit of road, but that's fine. And there we have the kind of snow mask. That's how the snow mask looks on here. Does the snow mask cover up? It does cover up those markers. And there we have it. One snow mask. Now, there is one thing I wanted to check, and I have noticed it. Apparently it does freeze water when it's cold, and I'm not sure if it's done that here. No. So the Seasons mod should theoretically freeze water. I'm not sure if we can actually set that. So there we have it. Let's just reset the snow. and that should remove all the snow. Yeah, the snow has been removed as it's come off. We're back to normal. So this is the Watts Farm map, and I'll just head to the centre. Let me get in the air so we can kind of finish up. So this is the Watts Farm map. It is Seasons mod compatible. It is a relatively compact map, but there's quite a bit of stuff packed in terms of fields and the like. There's quite a few sale points. We've got all of the animals covered. We've even got a little bit of industry in the sense there's a board creation plant. There's some space in various places. You could drop down things like placeables. There is space for that. There's in some places good space around some of the fields. There's a little bit of placeable space on the farm, and there's a little bit of kind of space around some of the elements like the sawmill and so on. So, you know, it is possible to kind of expand. There's a good sized farmyard. There's a good bit of space in the farmyard, so there's a bit of placeable storage space. Space on the farm. And yeah, and the map does look pretty good, visually appealing. Snow mask pretty much everywhere. Buildings don't. The buildings have no snow inside. Mostly, there's little bits, but it's kind of enough that you could kind of put down to, oh yeah, it's snowing. The snow gets in sometimes. So that's good. So with that, if you found this review useful, please hit the like button. Details for the map and how to get will all be in the description. And if you want to see more of our map reviews and our Let's Play series, please hit the subscribe button. And with that, thank you all for watching. Have a great day and goodbye.